Have you ever wondered how the rich tapestry of Indian culture came to be? Let's journey back to the early days of the Indus Valley civilization, often hailed as one of the world's earliest urban civilizations. Here, the foundations of Indian culture were being laid. As time flowed, distinctive religions like Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism emerged, each contributing unique threads to the cultural fabric. The profound philosophies they brought forth still permeate Indian society today. We cannot overlook the role of the ancient language, Sanskrit, a significant cultural milestone. It gave birth to the Vedas and Upanishads, profound texts that continue to influence Indian thought and life. The caste system, often misunderstood, emerged around this time, intertwined with the concept of dharma, the moral and ethical duties one must follow. From these ancient roots, Indian culture began to evolve and diversify, a process that continues even till today. So stay with us as we delve deeper into this captivating narrative. As we move forward in time, we enter the classical age of Indian culture, a period of great intellectual and artistic achievement. This golden age saw the rise of mighty empires such as the Maurya and the Gupta. These dynasties not only expanded political boundaries but also nurtured an environment where knowledge and creativity flourished. This epoch was remarkable for its progress in science and mathematics. The concept of zero, the decimal system, and the fundamentals of algebra and geometry were born in this period, forever changing the world of numbers. Parallel to these intellectual advancements, the classical age also witnessed the birth of traditional Indian music and dance forms. The melodious ragas and rhythmic beats of classical music and the graceful movements of Bharatanatyam and Kathak dance forms became an integral part of Indian culture. The architectural landscape of India also evolved, as distinct styles such as the rock-cut architecture and the intricate temple architecture emerged. The classical age set the stage for the development of regional cultures, each with its unique traditions and practices. The medieval period and the era of colonial rule brought significant changes and influences to Indian culture. A pivotal point was the advent of Islam and the establishment of the Mughal Empire. This brought a new wave of influences, particularly in the realm of art and architecture. The Mughals introduced Persian styles of art which blended seamlessly with Indian aesthetics to create a unique fusion of cultural expression. Speaking of fusion, the Persian language intermingled with local dialects, giving birth to a new language, Urdu, which is still widely spoken across the Indian subcontinent today. The Mughal rule also saw a revival of music and dance forms, with classical music gaining immense popularity. Fast forward to the 18th century, and we see another significant shift. The British rule in India brought with it the introduction of Western culture. English language and Western education became prevalent, and Western-style institutions started to take root. This was also a time of social and political reform, with movements aimed at abolishing societal evils and promoting equality. The influence of Western culture led to the emergence of new forms of literature, with Indian writers experimenting with English and other European languages, crafting narratives that mirrored the cultural complexities of the time. These influences, both foreign and indigenous, contributed to the rich and diverse culture that we see in India today. From the towering Mughal architecture to the English-inspired Indian literature, the medieval and colonial periods have left an indelible imprint on the tapestry of Indian culture. In the present day, Indian culture is a vibrant mix of the ancient and the modern, the traditional and the contemporary. Bollywood, India's film industry, is a significant cultural force, influencing fashion, music, and social norms across the nation and beyond. Festivals, a cornerstone of Indian tradition, continue to be celebrated with fervor, illuminating streets and hearts with their vibrancy. Indian cuisine, with its myriad flavors and techniques, is globally recognized and loved, contributing to the cultural tapestry of the world. The social structure in India is undergoing transformation too, with more emphasis on individual freedom and equality, though the roots of the caste system and joint family are still visible. The role of technology in shaping modern Indian culture cannot be understated. It has facilitated the global spread of Indian culture and enabled the preservation of traditional arts, while also ushering in new trends. Social media platforms are abuzz with Indian dance forms, music, fashion, and food, reflecting the global influence of Indian culture. Yet, amidst these changes, there is a conscious effort to preserve traditional arts, crafts, and practices. The age-old yoga and Ayurveda have found global acceptance, while traditional music and dance forms continue to mesmerize audiences worldwide. As we journey through the millennia, we see that Indian culture is not static but dynamic, constantly evolving and adapting, yet deeply rooted in its ancient traditions.
Welcome to the world of learning with the professor. Here, we dive into the thrill of knowledge, from the adrenaline rush of sports to the intellectual of science, and even the profound wisdom found in religious texts and teachings. Subscribe and stay tuned for more. It's like having a university at your fingertips. Your journey discovery starts now. Remember, every new subscriber fuels our passion to educate and entertain. Thank you for joining this adventure of learning with the professor.